Have you ever wondered why two people can go through almost the same experience but react completely differently? One person gets rejected and thinks, maybe I'm not good enough. Another person gets rejected and thinks, that wasn't meant for me. I am still worthy. Same experience, completely different identity. And that's where self concept comes in. Because the way you see yourself doesn't just affect your confidence, it can influence the relationships you choose, the treatment you accept, the opportunities you pursue, and the way you respond when life does not go according to plan. So, today, let's talk about what self concept really is and how changing it can change the way you experience your life. What is self concept? Self concept is essentially the story you hold about who you are. Not the story you tell other people, the story you believe internally. Things like, I am lovable, people always leave me, I am confident, I am not good enough, I always have to prove myself, I am someone people respect, nothing ever works out for me. These beliefs can become part of your identity, and once something becomes part of your identity, you often start making choices that are consistent with it. Self concept and relationships. Let's take relationships. Imagine someone deeply believes, I'm not good enough. Even when someone genuinely loves them, they might constantly question it. Do they really love me? Why don't they reply? Are they losing interest? What if they find someone better? The relationship itself may be okay, but their interpretation of the relationship is being filtered through their self concept. Now imagine someone who genuinely believes, I am worthy of love, I am valued, I deserve consistency and respect. That doesn't mean they will never experience rejection or heartbreak, but they may respond differently. They may communicate their needs, they may establish boundaries, they may walk away from treatment that doesn't align with their values. They may not feel the need to constantly prove their worth. That's why self concept matters. You don't just attract, you also accept. That's something important I want you to understand. People often say you attract what you are, but relationships are more complicated than that. Sometimes it's not about who you attract, it's about who you choose, who you tolerate, and what you believe you deserve. You could meet an amazing person, but if your self concept says, healthy love isn't for me, you may push them away, distrust them, or settle for something familiar instead. And you could meet someone who doesn't treat you well, but if your identity says, I have to work hard to be loved, you might stay much longer than you should. So, changing your self concept isn't about controlling another person, it's about changing the version of you that enters the relationship. And this extends beyond love. Self concept doesn't stop at relationships, it can influence your friendships, your family dynamics, your career, your confidence, your relationship with money, even the opportunities you allow yourself to pursue. Think about someone who believes, I am not capable of doing big things. When an opportunity appears, they might immediately think, I'm probably not qualified. Someone else can do it better. What if I fail? And they don't even try. Now imagine the same person beginning to see themselves as capable, resourceful, and deserving of growth. The opportunity hasn't changed, their identity has. And because their identity has changed, their actions can change too. But self concept is not just positive affirmations. This is where many people get confused. They say, I have been saying I am confident every day, so why don't I feel confident? Because self concept isn't simply about repeating words, it's about what you consistently believe, think, expect, and reinforce about yourself. If you say, I am worthy, but every time someone doesn't text you back, you think they don't want me, your old belief is still being reinforced. So, the goal isn't to pretend you never feel insecure. The goal is to notice the old identity and consciously choose a new response. How do you actually change your self concept? Let's make this practical. Step 1. Identify the old story. Ask yourself, what do I believe about myself that keeps showing up in my life? Maybe it's I am always abandoned. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not successful. People don't value me. Don't judge the belief, just become aware of it. Step 2. Ask where you are still reinforcing it. Where are you behaving as though that belief is true? For example, if you believe I am not valued, are you constantly seeking validation? Are you accepting inconsistent treatment? Are you afraid to express your needs? Awareness gives you the opportunity to choose differently. Step 3. Create your new identity. Don't just say, I want a better relationship. Ask, who would I be if I already believed I was worthy of a healthy relationship? Maybe you could communicate more openly, set stronger boundaries, stop chasing, trust yourself, choose differently. That's identity work. Step 4. Start acting from that identity. This is the part people often miss. You don't wait until you feel completely confident. You start making choices that are consistent with the people you are becoming. You start making small choices that are consistent with the person you are becoming. If your identity is, I respect myself, then ask, what would someone who respects themselves do right now? And make the choice again and again. A 5-minute self concept exercise. I want you to try this today. Take a piece of paper and divide it into two columns. Old me. Write, what have I been believing about myself? For example, I am difficult to love. People always leave. I am not successful. I have to prove myself. Then on the other side, new me. Write, who am I choosing to become? Maybe I am worthy of healthy love. I trust myself. I am capable of creating success. I don't have to chase what is meant for me. Then choose one belief from your new identity. And throughout the day, whenever the old pattern appears, ask, what would the version of me who already believes this do? That's your practice. The biggest shift. And here's the biggest thing I want you to take away. Don't make your entire transformation about getting a particular person. Don't make it about forcing a particular outcome. Don't make it, I need to change myself so that they choose me. Instead, ask, who do I want to become regardless of who chooses me? Because when your transformation depends on another person, you have still given your power away. But when you decide, I am becoming someone who knows their worth, trusts themselves, communicates clearly, sets healthy boundaries, and chooses relationships that align with their values, that's a completely different journey. Your circumstances don't define your identity. Your past doesn't have to become your future. And the version of you that experienced something yesterday doesn't have to be the version of you that experiences tomorrow. Change the story you repeatedly tell yourself, change the way you show up, and gradually your choices, relationships, and experiences can begin to look very different. If this video resonated with you, take a moment and comment below. I am becoming a new version of me. And if you want guided support on working on your relationship patterns, self concept, and emotional healing, my 11-day relationship challenge starts on August 20th at 9 p.m. IST. You will get 11 days of guided work and 21 hours recorded access is available for each session. And if you're not ready for the challenge, you can also join the Conscious Manifestors, my free WhatsApp community where I share relationship manifestation and self concept insights. The links are in the description. Remember, you don't have to become someone else to be worthy of the life you desire. You have to start believing that the version of you who deserves it already exists within you. I will see you in the next video.